In a real world with dictators making wars, conflict, and stress, I wanted a kinder way to play Minecraft than a 100-day challenge or extreme survival. While I do enjoy those challenges and really like the videos about them, sometimes I just want to visit a world that has some comfort and solace. There is, after all, no wrong way to play Minecraft. I had been building in a world for a while and fiddling with ways to keep it all interesting beyond the 2-week deadline. I could feel doom approaching after I had an iron farm figured out and villagers ready to trade every enchanted item that I wanted. I was going to set a world on my own server and power through to keep playing, maybe defeat the dragon and see what happened. Deep down, I knew as soon as I put on the elytra, the biggest monster of all was coming for me. Not boredom, but complacency. Maybe a sense of too much power? I don't know. But to me, it was about to be less fun for sure. Flying around with elytra is fun for a while, but it starts to get bland after the biomes begin repeating. What was missing from my world? I really enjoy having an entire planet all to myself, as I'm a self-entertainer and a bit of an introvert. What my world was missing was a little more than just other people. It was lore. A Minecraft world, even with mods and add-ons, is kind of missing that unique lore. I was about to start a new world and came across the videos of the YouTuber Upbeat Defeat. There they have a series called Starting Small. Seriously, go watch it. Where Upbeat builds a cozy starting base with a specific biome each episode. They then pack everything but a bed into a chest and wander off into the sunset to start again in a new biome the next time. That sounded fun to me, but in a later video in the series, Upbeat comes across the first base that they built. I then realized what it is I was looking for, that lore. Something a little more than just stories I made up as a single character. So I set up my new world with this inspiration. That's the one we're watching now. I settled into a certain way of playing in this world that let me step away from the real world and all its anxiety and enjoy this world to its fullest. I like the start out. I think everyone does. Struggling isn't the same as the stress of our real world. I like to build lore, history, and stories. So, like Upbeat, I come into a new world. I build, interact, play as I normally would, but while I'm building, I keep in mind that I'm a single character in this world. What I'm doing is the story of that one individual. When I get to a certain point where I start to feel like I'm finished, I'll close everything I own, stuff it into a chest, and walk away. I can always come back and continue the story if I want, but when I leave, I become a nameless character again and start all over. Whatever I built is part of the world history from that point on, and it's part of the world story now. Like, what is the story with this cabin on this river? I decided this person was maybe an educated frontier explorer and came here with his partner, but his partner got turned into a zombie. And this person took it upon themselves to figure out zombies, trap them, and experiment. See if he could find a way to cure zombism. But it was kind of a tragic tale of someone who lost their love on the frontier and spent years trying to change how things were and find a cure. Here's what I do, and here's my boundaries. I have a set of mods that I really enjoy. I can post them all in the description for folks that are interested, but your preferred mods might be completely different than mine. Mostly the mods I use are quality of life stuff that doesn't overly expedite the beginning challenge of the game. One thing I found that was becoming a drag, even with mods, was experimenting with building. I want to improve my building chops without struggling to tower up someplace, add a couple blocks, dig down, step back, tower up again, look at it, and then repeat to change it. So what I do is secure an area, like I terraform it a bit, light it up, gather a bunch of resources to find my building area, and then I go into creative mode to build whatever it is I'm doing. But I use only the resources and blocks that I've gathered. This way I can fly around, work on my building skills, and easily try new things out. I don't use spawner eggs or anything outside of what I've gathered up. This makes building far more enjoyable and easier to improve. I do try to stay in survival mode almost completely when I build non-aesthetic things like iron farms and mob grinders. I might switch to fix a few small details, but for the most part, I switch when I'm building things that stand out in the world as story. After a build is complete, I go back into survival mode and trash the materials that I gathered, just as if I'd used them. All the while I'm formulating the story of the character I'm playing in my world, how they got here, why they built these things, and what they wanted from life. I think I might start leaving a book and quill in my departure chest at each location as a reminder before I leave. Because I will leave. I'll put every single thing in my inventory into the chest and walk away. That includes bed, backpack, tools. Not a single stick will leave this character's life that I play. Then, when I find a new place and start again, it's like a completely different person's story begins to be told. A new piece of the world's history unfolds as I punch that first tree, but it's still the same world. I'm not just adding builds and making up stories now, I'm witnessing the life of each character that ventured into the wilds of this new planet, like new legends are born. Like, oh man, that fellow on the river over there discovered a fortune of ores right on the surface inside a boulder next to his house. There's no cheating in Minecraft. This is a world I keep locally on my computer to play when I want to just relax and enjoy the game. Maybe one of those brave characters will go and defeat the dragon. I don't know yet. I haven't lived that story. But when I do, I'll leave that person with everything they made and gained and move on to continue the story of this world through the next character. This has really ended the 2-week doom of a new world for me and made the world I play in infinitely more interesting. For the next character, I might wander thousands of blocks away, or maybe a few hundred. I go until inspiration hits. I hope this helps someone get past the New World syndrome. It's really changed how I approach Minecraft. Maybe when this location is finished, I'll come back and do a walkthrough of this character's life before I move on to the next. Each new start always feels like I loaded a new world, but now the world I come into has a history and a backstory to discover. So maybe give it a try next time you spin up that start screen, and instead of making a new world, just put everything into your chest and walk away until you find a new place to start again. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll subscribe for more to come. Thanks for watching.